Alright, just to show what I'm dealing with here. This is the remnants of our tree that used to be here. Obviously very large. There's the wheelbarrow, kind of give you a perspective on how big it was. There's the bottom of the rest of the stump that was left. This tree fell down twice. Half of it fell down at one point. I guess in this direction. I don't remember. I think it was before when my mom first moved in, I think. But anyway, and then about a year ago, we had a real bad windstorm come through, and it then knocked down the other side, and it fell into that bush-looking thing right there. Is actually used to be a tree about the same size as that one there. Pretty big tree. Anyway, so this tree fell into that tree and damaged it so much that we ended up cutting it down completely also. Anyway, this is the pile of wood we got, from the tree. Oh, there's the brown chicken. That's our neighbor's chicken. I call it brown chicken. It's the only one that comes over here and hangs out regularly. So here's our pile of just brush and branches that we've accumulated from chopping down all the little trees that grow up, and then all the branches from both of those other trees. So, and I've been thinning it out. It used to come all the way out. The sun's kind of hitting it funny, but it used to come all the way out to here, and then all the way back there. Anywhere you can't see grass growing, basically, is where it was piled up at. So I've gotten about, I don't know, maybe a third of it out. Maybe not even that much. Quarter probably. But anyway, so kind of over this side, that's where we've been piling the greener stuff. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is moving. I want to clear out all of this area. I'm going to move this pile of wood and burn most of this to burn the stump out, and then move the green stuff, because I don't want to, light all these leaves on fire. It's kind of dangerous. So I'm going to move the green stuff over underneath this tree. Right now, I'll show you. This is where I've been piling the dirt and the ashes from the excavation around the slab. But the grass doesn't grow around here anyway, because this tree shades it so much. So I figured it'd be a good place to pile debris and stuff, and then eventually I'll probably over there along that fence line is where I'm going to have my worm farms. It'd be good in the shade. So evaporation and stuff keeps them cooler. And then of course there's Ed's trailer. That's where we're gonna put a pad there so he can park that pretty much permanently there. And then we're fortunate, and we have all of this area on the side that's doesn't have any trees, isn't shaded very much until that late afternoon. Then it starts to get a little bit of shade from that tree there down at that end, and then also at this end from this tree in the afternoon. But there's a very big section that gets sun pretty much all day without any shade. So and then another advantage is our drains for the septic system come over this way, so I don't know, I was trying to think of a way to incorporate that into, you know, a garden, so that because that is basically self-wicking watering system right there. So, and you can kind of see where they laid the pipe, so I was probably going to try to make beds, maybe, you know, mirroring where the leach bed pipes are. I don't know, it may not be efficient that way. I may not worry about it. I have another idea for making, well, I found on the internet and had ideas about self-wicking beds, where you basically have a water reservoir at the bottom, and it just, you know, it's trapped so it can't drain down into the dirt, and then supplies that bed with water more efficiently than trying to water it from the top. So anyway, but back to the first step of it, getting all this accomplished, of course, is getting a work area to store my tools and, you know, be able to bring in work to make some money, obviously. But this is a trailer, that old trailer I had. I'm going to use to start my first aquaponics system. I'm going to use the bottom part here as my fish pond. It's fiberglass, and it's kind of, you know, had a rough life. But I think I can repair it and then kind of build a frame around it, because I don't trust, you know, it's full of water if it's going to be able to hold it. But, so I was going to build a frame around it and put a drain in the bottom. Anyway, and then the top of it I was going to use as the grow bed. But first thing is to get, you know, the slab ready to put the start building on it. And you can see the roots go down pretty far into the dirt, but I've seen to, I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell. There's this right here. Actually, it's a very, very large boulder. So it's not worth trying to dig that out. So I think that's about the level I'm going to stop at. You know, we don't have, frost line is very, very shallow here, so I don't have to dig very deep to, you know, make sure that I'm not going to have problems with that. Main thing is I just want to get all this organic material out so that, you know, as it rots, the gravel doesn't subside under there and create weak spots and, you know, cause the slab to shift in any way. So, and as you can see, it's hard to tell, but it doesn't appear to me that they put any kind of gravel bed or any you know, when I was digging this out, I didn't hit any kind of gravel bed. So they basically just laid you know, built some forms up and laid that slab just right on the dirt. I'm not sure when they put the slab in, but I am pretty suspect that's maybe what started the death of this tree, because, you know, the side that died was towards the slab, and so I think, you know, once you put a slab over there, it stops getting any kind of water down there, and stops any kind of gas exchange. So of course, you know, the tree roots don't take up any nutrients, and that, you know, side of the tree dies basically. So as you can see, there's a very, very large root right here, you know, coming up. Come up there, and it's going underneath here. There used to be one right here. So what I'm wanting to do is, well, there's a little more here, and it's interesting how once you expose this stuff to different kinds of, see, this stuff wasn't here just the other day, this growth, this white growth. And then this was this green, interesting green stuff up here. But anyway, boy, it's really hard. Anyway, here's a clump of it. I want to dig underneath here at least, 6 inches. Well, basically I want to create at least about a 4-inch lip all the way around the slab, and then dig down at least underneath here about 6 inches, so it kind of slopes back at an angle a little bit. And then, fill the gravel and tamp it down in there, and then build a form out, just enough that we can get the concrete in there, and just high enough that it basically, fills up and just, kind of caps that off. And then so that the edge of that slab is now down and kind of being supported on that gravel bed. You just have that, extra mass there to help stabilize everything. And then, I'm going to do the same thing with the extension here. You can see the angle that I'm dealing with here. So what I want to do is, where the edge of the house is, basically where these, boards are sticking out there, that's where the edge of the garage will be, and so it'll extend out. I was going to go ahead and make this triangle, though, start at this joint here, which will bring the slab out from the edge of the shop about 1 foot or so, maybe 1.5 feet. But that way, I can have a little, and what I was going to do is slope that a little bit, and that'll help make a little ramp going up into the shop and help with water drainage, so we don't get water trying to come into the shop, basically. But anyway, so yeah. So I still have to dig. I got pretty much down where I need to there. There's still some wood or roots down in there I need to kind of dig out. I need to dig back some here. For now, all I'm trying to do with this is kind of knock this, it's hard to tell, but kind of like a pitcher's mound effect going, where it just, the yard just raises up a little bit right there where the that tree stump, roots used to come down. So I'm just wanting to level that off, and then, create, I'm going to make a ditch that almost follows where our walking path is, which I thought that would be a good idea, just to, I could make a ditch there and fill it with gravel and cap it with stones. Uh-oh, my phone's ringing.